Welcome back to Tea with Stacy. I said it right. I'm going to struggle with that for a few times, aren't I? So let's see, where did we leave off? Oh, let's get some tea. So what am I drinking today? It is Scottish breakfast tea from Taylor's of Harrogate in North Yorkshire, England. It's quite lovely. It's a lovely tea. And again, I'm just going to let it steep in my little teapot for a minute while we talk. So last time I was explaining a little bit about I don't want the tea tag in my water. A little bit about why we're trying to live more naturally, and I hope I explained some. But if you've got questions, I'll try to answer them next month. So I'm going to try to do this every Monday. I'm going to try to do it at 10 o'clock in the morning every Monday. I have it posted for you, and then you can ask your questions. I will answer them in the comment sections. If there's something that's like really common, then I'll do a whole nother video about it. That's my plan anyway. But I do have to do a lot of these videos kind of ahead of time just because my life schedule is really complicated. So I try to do several of them at a time. So that would be why I wouldn't do a video right away answering those questions that you might have, but I will answer them in the comment section below. It's also a reason why I don't do lives, because my schedule and my the needs in my family are that I can't be reliable for a live. But I can do these pre-recorded videos for you and then set them every Monday, and still we're having our tea together, I hope. So today I thought I would talk about herbs, what they are. I'm not going to tell you what they do because that is not something that I am comfortable telling you. So I highly recommend, these herbs that I talk about. I'm going to say they're all really good for you and good for your skin, because they just are. But go ahead and do your research on them. Go look them up, just Google it, or, find a really great book on herbs. I really highly recommend having a book on herbs on hand. I think that you never know when your internet goes down, and you never really know what you're finding on the internet. It can just, distract you. You're like going looking for one thing and boom, you're off somewhere else. So I find having books on hand are really helpful, because then I can just go to them and refresh what I know about them. But I'm going to talk about the one I get the most questions about first, and that is plantain. So it's very confusing because of its name. It's plantain, and everyone knows plantain as a banana, and this is not that. So here's what it looks like dry. It's basically looks to me like a spinach leaf is what it looks like. It is not actually considered an herb. It's considered a weed, but there are many weeds that we love that are good for us, like dandelions and things like that. Plantain is not from the United States. It is actually a European plant that followed all the European people over. The Native Americans call this plantain, they call it white man trail, because everywhere the white man went, this plant followed. But the Native Americans also saw the value of this plant, and they use it a lot in their products and their herbal things. So that's what plantain looks like, and it has really amazing properties. Look up what they are. I use them. I use it in all of my oils that I infuse, and then put it in all of my lotions and oils and balms and things. Excuse me, got a little dust. That is something we're quite famous for here in New Mexico. It's called the state of enchantment, and my dad used to say that the enchantment was the dust. My dad's funny. He's just funny. So then I thought I would talk about all the other herbs that I have collected here. I have the apothecary wall, which I haven't done a video of yet, but we will. This is calendula. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, it's just so pretty. See it? So, and it smells bright to me, and it smells like hay meadow, which I absolutely, of course, love. Those are some of my favorite memories, are hanging out in a hay meadow. Anyway, I keep everything in jars, glass jars, and sometimes I keep a fabric top. So like this is the lavender. This jar is getting low. I have others, but this is what comes. Oh, it smells amazing. Comes from my garden. I have so much trouble talking. Okay, but I keep a fabric top on it because I don't want moisture to get trapped in there. In fact, the calendula, I think I'm going to be doing that to that one too. And of course, these are rose petals, and these are all different colors because they came from all different roses in my garden. I have a really beautiful yellow rose that's very fragrant, so I like to use that in with my red. And then I also have a red rose that's really fragrant. So I really look for really fragrant roses, and then I just, dry their petals up. This is lemon balm, and I have so much lemon balm. It's crazy because lemon balm is from the mint plant, so it grows like crazy, and I just have so much of it. I try to give it away all the time. But it has wonderful qualities as well and dries really nicely. This one is chamomile. These are just the chamomile flowers. And I like the smell of chamomile. It makes me feel calm and happy. And then this one is the rosemary. Oh, smells good. I love breathing rosemary. I put it in a little pot on my stove with some water and let it simmer a lot. And then this is one of my absolute favorites that I cannot grow here, and it's jasmine pearls. So it's really just the flowers that are dried up. Oh, it smells so good. But here in New Mexico, you can't grow it because we just have too cold of winters. That's the other thing I thought I would talk about in some of these videos is what can I grow here? Why do I grow it here? And what is really happy here and what isn't. So jasmine is one of the ones you cannot grow here. And I wish I could, but I can't. Unless I had like an indoor place. My husband wants to add out the front of this and to make a big solarium so that I can grow things indoors so he can have tomatoes all year round. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I do focus a lot on herbs because here in New Mexico, herbs really do grow quite well. And because I use herbs so much, that is what I grow. And this year I'm adding the calendula and the chamomile and a couple of other herbs that I have some seeds for. So I'm really looking forward to hoping that they get nice and strong. And the other nice thing is they are perennials. They come back. Some of them are this lady, Tea Time lady, I used to follow, I still follow, on her gardens, and she would call them come agains because they drop their seed and then they come back. So they're basically a perennial too. But that's what I really enjoy doing. And thank you very much for stopping by again. And I'm trying to keep these videos to about 10 minutes because that's how long the Instagram long video can go. And if you hung out for all 10 minutes, that's awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for stopping for tea. Next time we're going to talk about face balm. Why do I make it? What's in it? And what do we do with it? Be gentle with yourself. There's only one you. Bye.